Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain what is VAT and basically give you an introduction to the subject. Now, you need to understand what is VAT because later on, which I'm going to make like 2 more videos about posting to the ledger and doing the SARS VAT account, you need to know this knowledge in order to do those transactions. So firstly, in South Africa, the VAT rate is 15%. It'll always be 15% because this is the rate, okay? So anytime looking for VAT, it's 15% of the cost or of the price, okay? Now, what is VAT? So VAT basically is a tax. It's called a consumption tax. So let's say I'm a business and I want to sell a product for 10 Rand. Now, can I actually just sell that product for 10 Rand? No, because what VAT says is this. You have to add the tax on what you want to sell and that will be the total selling price. For example, I want to sell a chocolate for 10 Rand. Now, if you work out VAT on the chocolate, which is 15%, that'll be 1 Rand 50. So basically, it's saying, don't sell it for 10 Rand, sell it for 11 Rand 50. So you, after you make that sale, can take that 10 Rand and you can get that 10 Rand, but that 1 Rand 50 you pay to SARS. Okay, so that's how it works. So to make a norm over here, the selling price will include the VAT and also the price which you want to sell it for. So now how do you calculate VAT when you're given any price? Okay, so this is very simple. So number one, I want you to remember these 3 numbers, 15, 100 and 115. 15 is your VAT, 100 is your exclusive of VAT, 115 is inclusive of VAT. So what does it mean? So let's use the previous example I used where I said my VAT is 1 Rand 50 and 10 Rand is what I wanted to sell, which basically didn't have VAT, but when I add VAT to it, it's 11 Rand 50. So if I use this logic over here, this will be my VAT amount, this will be my exclusive amount, because it doesn't have VAT, so it's exclusive, and then this will be my inclusive, because it has VAT. Now in the exam, they'll tell you whether an amount is inclusive or exclusive or is don't have VAT at all. So let's say I have a selling price, okay, inclusive of VAT. So let's say it's 11 Rand 50. And you want to work out what is VAT. So to work it out, use this formula. You first put down what you got. So I got 11 Rand 50. Now let's say I don't have any of these 2 amounts, right? I want to somehow come to this amount of VAT, but I do not have, but I don't have these 2 amounts. But with just one figure, I can work out what I want. So to basically do this formula, it's what you want over what you know. So put this number down, okay, times what you want. I want the VAT. The VAT is 15, okay. So I'll say 15 over what I know. Now what I know this amount only. And what is this amount? This will be the inclusive, so it'll be 115. Because think about it, it'll be 115 because that's inclusive. This is 100, this is 115 because it has that VAT. VAT is 15, so add it to 115. Now, if you put this in the calculator, you will get what you want, which is 1 Rand 50. So you work out what's the VAT amount, it'll be 1 Rand 50. Okay? Now you can go in reverse. Let's say we only got this amount, 1 Rand 50, and we have to work out what's the selling price without VAT, so the inclusive amount. So I'll say 1 Rand 50 times, now remember I only got this amount, times what I want. I want this amount which is exclusive. So exclusive is 100. So 100 over what I know. I know the VAT is the 15. Now, if you put this in the calculator, you will get 10 Rand. You see, so by just knowing one amount, like example, just knowing this amount, you can get the other 2 amounts, okay? So this is how you work. So the formula is, so first put down the number you know, so they give you 11 Rand 50 inclusive. Put 11 Rand 50 times what you want over what you know. That's how you get the VAT. Or you can get the VAT inclusive, you know, it depends what you want basically. So that's how you do it in calculation form. So already we made a conclusion that when you sell a good, your selling price is going to include VAT, okay? So if you want to sell for 10 Rand, you have to add that 150 VAT and salary for 1150, correct? Now that's 150 VAT. After your month end or year end, depending when you pay VAT, you'll send that 150 to SARS, okay? Now, if I tell you what was your selling price, was it 1150? Technically not, it was 10 rand, right? But you have to put that 150 in 10 rand to get 1150. So when you sell it to a customer, you can get your selling price, which is 10 rand, and pay 150 to SARS. So this is when you sell. Now, what happens when you buy stock? So you're a business. What happens if you buy from a supplier? Then are you still going to pay VAT? Think about it. So if I buy, for example, something for 100 rand, okay? That thing will have VAT included because it's another business. Is they're selling an item to me, so that item will have VAT included, right? So let's say I buy that for 100 rand. Now, what will be the VAT amount? It'll be 15 rand, okay? Because that business added VAT. Now, this is what VAT states. If you buy something with a supplier, you can claim that VAT back. So what it means? So if you buy this product for 100 rand, what SARS is going to do is going to give you 15 rand. Okay, they'll owe you 15 rand. Okay, so basically what you bought it for was not 100 rand, it was 85 rand, if that makes sense. Because this was the selling price, but the supplier had to add that 15 to make it 100. Now you bought this 100, but at the end of the day, this 15 SARS will give you, because it was not for the supplier business, it was for a customer, right? Now, so this is a rule. When a business buys from their supplier, the VAT which they get from that item, SARS will give you the VAT. However, when you sell, you will have to give SARS that 15%. Okay? So to summarize, when you buy from your suppliers, SARS will give you that VAT, which was part of the item you bought. When you sell goods, that 15% of your selling price, you will give to SARS. Okay? So that explains VAT. Also, there's VAT exempt items and zero rated. Those there's no VAT. For example, wages. When you pay your salaries to your staff members, you don't collect VAT. Petrol, there's no VAT. School fees, no VAT. Anytime you get those transactions, you don't calculate VAT in there, okay?